Okay, here we go. Hello, Ginger from WebWench DIY Nails here. I have been on a bit of a palette cleansing break from doing my nails. I had some minor surgery and I didn't feel like doing my nails. So as you can see, all of that purple, see this little bit left here, this is the only bit of purple builder gel left on my nails. The rest is all gone. This is clear builder gel that I've just been filling as I could, as I had the energy to. And my shape is pretty consistent across both hands now. Squoval, maybe? I don't know. Natural. My nails kind of lean towards this shape, so I just went with it because I didn't have the energy. So, yesterday I got some nail mail from my cart, and I decided I had to play with it because look at these. Look at these little moons with the bling and the cuteness, and the colors are perfect. So now I can't resist. Now I have to play with these, so I have to do a manicure. So that's all there is to that. That is where we're at. So I have this vision. I have this pink from Macart Pro, all-in-one acrylic and tip powdered, same thing. But their powders are very, very fine. I like them. I get nice thin layers with them. So I'm thinking maybe throw a little Stardust over that, Nail Boost Stardust, to give it a little glitter. Or I could just go all out with my Sparkle & Co. Secret Menu Starfall, which is like the purple with the pink glitter in it. And I also have this double dipped freebie mystery. I don't know what it does, but it's purple and it's sparkly. So that's what I have to work with. I'm going to make something for a background for these cute little moon charms that I can't resist. They're so cute and they come in different sizes, so we'll see what we do with that. Look at that tiny little one right there. Oh my gosh. So cute. Okay. Focus, Ginger, focus. So, I guess I have, okay. So, I have Peel Base, 2 coats on every nail, so that, you know, I can pop these off when I'm ready to do another one without it affecting my builder gel overlay, which is working out nicely. Still, I always start with my thumb as a test. The thumb is the test finger. Oh, look how pretty that. Oh, unicorn opalescent. Oh, yes. All right. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. All right. Always stir my powders to make sure there's no big... They're loosey-goosey, so they apply nice and even and thin. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh, okay. I can see now I'm going to have trouble not doing every single nail with this. Maybe I'll just do one accent nail in the pink. Here we go, folks. You ready? This is going to be a wild ride. Okay. It's a nail adventure. I'm always very careful with the first coat of gel base over my peel base, because I like to make sure I don't alter the integrity of the peel base. I need it to do its job. So that was kind of thick. That was a thick layer of gel base. All right. You definitely have to keep in practice, or I find that if I don't stay in practice, I know I'm pouring over. I said I wasn't going to, but it's because of these glitters. They're too pretty not to. I want to make sure as many of them stick as possible. Give it a second. I'm in love. Just make sure I get that corner there. Maybe clean up the cuticle line a little. I can clean that up with filing later. I just want to make sure I don't have anything next to my skin. When you use peel base, you have to be careful doing this. Be careful that you don't pick up the peel base. So I go in and I'm going to put that in for 60 seconds. And there it is. 60-second cure. Now I'm just making sure that my peel base isn't peeling yet. Oh, look how pretty. And I take my scrub brush over to the side. If I put one of these moons on this color, I'm afraid it will detract or distract from the opalescence. Oh, that's so adorable though. I may not care if it does or not, but that's what I'm thinking. I just love this. I love this so much that I just want it on all my nails. Okay. Alright, so we put this back. Alright, so I figured as I do this, it's been so long since I uploaded a video because I just haven't had the energy, that we'll do a little chat. Or, you know, I'll do a little chatting and you can fast forward through the parts you want to see if you're not interested. I'm feeling chatty. So, let's see. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, I want to do 3 more nails with this. Starfall by Sparkle Co. So, it was dental surgery. I have a condition with my jawbone deteriorating, so I have oftentimes, or quite often, have work done on my mouth. So, after this particular time, it was a heavy recuperation period for me. So, I didn't have the energy to do my nail stuff. I needed to concentrate on something else just to ignore what was going on and the pain management and all that stuff. So I looked into my favorite video games, and there happened to be a beta weekend for a game that I have been waiting for over a decade. Diablo 4. I've been waiting for since Diablo 3 came out 12 years ago. So that was very exciting, and I wanted to record my participation for prosperity, just so I could remember what the beta was like. You know, 5 years from now, I'm still playing Diablo 4. I get to say, oh, I was in beta, and this is what happened, and the game has changed so much since then. I fully expect that, so I just wanted to be able to have videos that I could look back on to see what the game was like before it was released, as it was released, and, you know, the metamorphosis that these games go through. Anyway, I'm a big game geek, so not to bore you nail people with that, I started another YouTube channel, one for gaming, where I stream gaming live, because why not? My daughters, I have twin daughters, and they grew up watching me play the Diablo games. So when they heard that 4 was coming out and I was in the beta, they wanted to see it. And the easiest way to make that happen was just stream. So that's what I did, so my daughters could check it out, and I had so much fun doing it because people came into the chat and we got to talking, and it was just fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. So now I stream gaming live whenever the mood strikes me, usually a few times a week. I plan on doing it much more regularly once Diablo 4 is released in June, because I know I'm going to love that game as much as I've loved the other Diablo games. So I'm very much looking forward to that, and now it's a thing. Now I have another channel. It's for gaming, and I've been having fun over there. And it took a lot less energy, honestly, than doing my nails, recording it, creating the videos and stuff like that. So it gave me something to concentrate on while I was recovering, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So that was good. So I'm doing that now too. And I just had the past week off for vacation, and we spent some time, I have an extra bedroom that I want to convert into a studio for my work, my day job. I work from home as well. Still full remote on that. And I need an office. I need somewhere that I can work in private without, you know, the other people in the house being disturbed or restricted because I'm busy working in what was my living room. So we're working on converting that room, and the first step was going through everything that's in there and, you know, getting rid of some stuff. I donated 3 bags of clothes, and just, you know, in general, reorganizing, getting rid of some old furniture in there, making room for a desk, and creating a studio for my videos, an office for my work, that kind of stuff. That's what I've been doing in there. Alright, so we've got Starfall 1 coat. Okay, I need to, this is gel base. I need to stick those 4 in for a minute. And we're back. So I'm going to take my scrubby, take off the excess powder. Strong believer in thin layers. This is one of the ways to achieve that. You avoid spotting and all that other stuff by getting that excess powder off. That's a very sheer color, so I'm going to need a few coats of that without making it too thick. So this is very important. I think I'll put one more layer of the pink, and then I'll use the Starfall to get some glitter in the background, and then we're going to call it done. Even if I can still see through it, I'm fine with that. Look at this. Look at that opalescent. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, here we go. Coat 2. Now, I have videos for things like the Builder Gel overlay, the fills, how to fix a mishap with your nails using Builder Gel. I have videos for all of that on this channel. I'll link a playlist probably in the cards up to the above right. If you look at your window, there's an eye. You click that and you get a list of all the things I'm recommending in this video. And they're just my videos. I don't know if I'm going to do a voiceover on this or not. If I can hear what I'm saying, I probably won't. So lucky you, you get the unedited live version of the first actual manicure in over a month. Almost 2 months. Almost 2 months. Oh God. It is what it is. What are you going to do? Now I go over here to the pink nail with the very sheer pink color from a cart that I just got in my Nail Lab box. I get a lot of polygel in there. Their polygel product. But I have yet to get any dual forms in that box, so I'm not going to be using the peeling gels until I get the dual forms, unless I might decide to play with them over a peel base to see if I can make that work. I don't know. We'll see how much I care. Because that's pretty much what that comes down to. I would like to try it, just out of curiosity, if nothing else. My own nails are pretty healthy and strong. I've cut them down a few times. These are my natural nails with an overlay, so I haven't had the need to use polygel as an extension or anything, and I don't really see the use for them otherwise, which is why I haven't tried that yet, even though I've had them for a while. See, this is very light on this side, and I don't know why, because it's fully covered. Weird. Alright, so now that everything is got a second coat on it, we're going to stick it in the light for a minute. Alright, and come out of the light. Looks good. And now I'm just going to use my scrubby brush to take off the extra. Keep those layers thin. Oh, I love it. Okay. All right. Shape is holding up. I got a little here causing an issue. But when I get little overflow, just tiny overflows like that, I correct right away because I don't want to build on top of a mistake. Or, you know, I don't want to make it worse by building on top of it. So I just take care of that right away like that. Dun-dun-dun. That is that. Now if you're using dip liquids, and remember I'm using gels, so this is cured already, what I'm dealing with here. So really my only fear is that the peel base kicks in, so I'm being careful. But if you're using dip liquids, you do not want to do this until you've put the activator on and hardened your dip liquid. I can't use dip liquids because it affects my respiratory system. So I moved over to gel and I haven't had any issues. And I've learned to really enjoy gel applications, so it worked out. Alright, now because of the iridescent sparklies that I have in the Starfall, I know I'm going to want to do a clear builder gel overlay. Most people probably use gel base as their overlay, but I like a little added oomph in my because I like to file. I'm going to be filing the contour and everything of these. Maybe not much. It looks pretty good. Pretty good application, not too thick. I may not have too much filing to do actually. Wow, look how pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I want to put some Stardust over the plain pink because plain pink is just plain. And apparently my byline these days is glitter or GTFO. Glitter or get out, pretty much. So I feel funny not having glitter on this now. I need to represent the glitter crew. And I just like it. I like to have glitter to look at when I look at my nails, so this is what we do. We add a thin layer of Stardust over any color that doesn't have glitter in it. Because it's a very light, very thin glitter application that's pretty much see-through. Whatever color you have underneath will show through, but you still get the sparkle. So I'm going to put that in for a minute. And that's it. That's all I need this Stardust for. It's such pretty opalescence on the other nails. I can't just leave that nail left out. It would feel lonely, and the other nails would make fun of it for not having sparkle. So, alright, we'll call that a flash cure because I want to see if I can do kind of a scrub ombre with this stuff. Back, and we're going to try the scrub ombre method. But just around, I want it to look like it's rising from this color. If that even makes sense. So I'm just going to scrub this color a little bit in at the cuticle line moving upward. To create that ombre I want. Now don't forget I flash cured the Stardust on there. So that should be fine. And now I'm just rubbing in this purple to create that ombre effect, and it's working. So I'm very happy with that. Just rub that in a little bit more, a little ombre action. Yes, okay. Now we're gonna stick it in for the other 30 seconds of my flash cure. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's all magic, folks. So yeah, to update you guys, and sorry if I'm chatty, but it's been a while. I wanted to say hi, and I'm still around, and I'm okay, and I'm getting my energy back. So just what I wanted as an offset to this beautiful starfall color. All right, so it's feeling a little wide in spots, so I know I'm going to have some filing to do. So I'm a little heavy-handed with my files. I use hand filing at this point, just because I don't want to file into my manicure. So I'm going to do some cleanup on the sides. I'll show you, and I'll be back to show you how I do the overlay to encapsulate. Okay, so I've cleared off, or, you know, I've cleaned up the edges, and our ombre is still looking good. Now I'm just going to put a couple of coats, I think, of gel base to encapsulate. And it's just like you would do any other gel base layer that you're about to drop powder on. And the goal this time, though, is to encapsulate all these glitters in the gel so that when I file and buff, I don't wear them down. So you'll notice I move the brush around a little, and that's to get it under all the edges of all the little foil glitters that are in this. Alright, and I want it a little thicker than normal because I'm not dropping powder this time. I did my 2 layers of color. This time I'm encapsulating the glitter so I can file and buff, get a nice smooth contour. I'm pushing the gel around so that I'm sure I get all the edges of the foils and glitters. And to make sure that you don't get rough brush strokes or any, not that it matters because we're going to buff, I always tap upside down the gel when I'm doing anything but at the thinnest of layers. I do this so that it self-levels and takes any brush strokes out, and when you hold it upside down like this, gravity is doing its magic and pulling any excess gel towards the natural apex of your nail, which I explained in a video prior. Look in the corner for the card on that. And since this is a little heavy and it will shift if I wait to cure this, I'm going to cure just this one thumbnail by itself for 60 seconds to make sure that it's fully cured, because it is a thicker coat. Now I'm going to do that to the rest of the nails as well, and I'm going to be back when I'm done with that. Okay, so here we are after the base coat, the thick base coat I used to encapsulate. And you can see I really don't have much, a little contouring to do, take that bump down a little bit, but overall not a lot of shaping to do. So I put on a nice thick coat. I cured for 60 seconds. I'm just going to throw it in for a few more seconds just to make sure that it's fully cured, because now what I need to do, when you have a gel base, or if you use a builder gel overlay, you're going to have a sticky layer. The inhibition layer is going to be on top. Right now, if you touch this, it's sticky. And that's the purpose of this formula, so that your top coat or whatever you put on next has something to stick to. However, we're going to file and buff, so I don't want that sticky layer on there, because if I leave it on there, it'll screw up my files. Your files will get all gunky and won't work. And if you're using your e-file especially, you want to make sure you get the sticky layer off. And this will also tell you how close you are to your glitters. Because if your glitter, if you didn't encapsulate, if you didn't put enough gel on there to encapsulate the glitter, you will feel it. and I do feel a little, so I'm gonna have to be careful. I'm gonna have to not really go hog wild on my buffing here, otherwise I'll run into glitter, and that's not what we want. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do my filing buffing, and I'll be back after. One quick word before I go. If you enjoy DIY Now and apparently chatty videos like this, please take a second to hit the subscribe button so I know that this is what you'd like to see. Hit the like button, leave a comment, say hello, and if by chance you are a gamer and you enjoy gameplay videos of ARPG games, go ahead on over to WebWench Gaming and drop a subscribe there. Check out the videos there. We've been doing a lot of Last Epoch. We did the Diablo 4 beta. I have solo play and multiplayer teams on there. Check it out. Alright, I'll be back after I'm done filing and buffing. And here we are. After filing and buffing, we're just getting rid of any excess dust or powder, brushing it away from our cuticle line. One of the things I do when I file and buff is I define my cuticle line a little bit better. Away from the cuticle, Ginger. Away from the cuticle. Like that. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, where's the opalescence? It's all gone. It's there. It'll come through when we put our top coat on. Now, just out of curiosity, let's see what kind of thickness we're dealing with here. Whoa. That's about right. That's good. Why are my thumbs always thicker than everything else? I should really take that down a notch there. But I don't want to ruin the application. So next time I gotta remember, probably starting with my builder gel overlay, then the thumb down. Alright, so before I do the next step here, I need to clean off the dust with alcohol on a dust-free, lint-free wipe, making sure that all of the dust I just created is not in my cuticle line because that will cause lifting. Just get all of that out of there, make sure it's nice and clean. No dust. No dust allowed. You cannot sit with us. I like that ombre. Subtle, but different enough to get the unicorn feels. Okay, so now what I have to decide is where am I going to put the moons, and am I going to top coat first? I feel like I should top coat first. So it's not completely necessary to put another coat of gel base before you put your top coat. However, some people have problems with their top coat peeling. So I avoid that, I think, by putting a very thin layer of gel base down before my top coat. And it offers, I feel, a little extra strength this way. So we're going to give every nail a thin coat of base coat so the top coat has something to stick to. And we're back. That's our base. Now we're going to go in with our No Cleanse top coat. It means it does not have a sticky layer, so I can glue my charms on directly over this without an issue. Also applying as thin as possible. Look at that. There's that unicorn color. That unicorn foil glitter magic goodness. That's beautiful. Okay, now it's time to add the magic. Isn't that fun? Okay. Anyway, we're going to use something disposable to add a dab of glue right here. I don't like to put charms right up against my cuticle, so I put them at the end here. Just like that. Let me make it end. Okay. Then I'm going to take this one. Plant it there. And I'm going to take this one and plant it right inside there. Kind of, sort of. Down just a little so that there is a space. Symmetric as possible. Now hurry up. Get that in the lamp for flash care. Make sure it's not moving. It's not moving. Not really. Alright, so now we want to add some glue on the underside. Just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And maybe fill it in so it doesn't snag my hair every 5 seconds. Oops. Of course, that's what's going to happen when you touch it, Ginger. Alright, we're going to call that good. Alright, so here's the final reveal. We've got a 2-coat of color Starfall application of dip powders using gel liquids, gel base and top. I used iGel products for the liquids. And the iGel glue seems to have solidified under there. Maybe my hair won't catch, but I've got those beautiful moon gems from the McCart box this month. Oh, they're so pretty. It's not the best charm application, but that's okay. I still get the pretty sparkles in the unicorn colors. So we did a little ombre action there. I'm happy with it. For the first time in a month, I got my nails done and I got a little bling going on, so I have something pretty to look at. And because I always forget to film this part, Cuticle oil. Very important. We just put our cuticles through some stuff. Let's treat them right and make sure they're nourished, and they will treat us well. I just do that. I rub it in. I use more than you probably need to, just so you know. I got a little clear. I'm gonna file up there, a little top coat. I use cuticle oil a couple times a day, just so that it keeps everything in order. And it does help with faster growth and strength. All right, there we go. Happy cuticles, happy nails, bling, ombre, sparkly. I'm happy. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon.